Friday. The Gov is here. Heather Park from her baby and cat studio back in different parts of the state. John Jansen is here. I am Stoney. And what's up? Everybody happy? It's the weekend.
It is.
4 hours.
Yes. It's outstanding that it is Friday. Hopefully we'll have a better weather weekend than we had last weekend. Who knows right now? But it's Friday. We're closing this one out. Another one's in the books. And it is April already.
Yes, it is.
I can't believe it's April.
April means baseball. April usually means playoffs. But April is a precursor to summer.
Yes.
We still have to go through May. I get that. I know I know the seasons. I know the months.
Yeah.
But when you hit April, you start watching stuff on TV where it's a little warmer out.
Oh, yeah. That's the whole beauty of spring training, right? You get a chance to see some warm weather, some green grass. You get the Masters coming up.
Oh, yes, we do.
And I know it's a special Masters for you.
I know. Get to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Moving day.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm sure I'll talk about that a little bit more next week.
Well, is Tiger going to show up?
I know, that's the key. I mean, I think he has to make up his announcement by Sunday.
You know, the fact that a lot of people think he is going to play because his test run his caddy was there.
Right.
So
Yes, he brought Joe. Joe LaCava was there with him.
Yeah. And you know what? I hope he does. Everybody would, I know you would love to be able to see him in person.
Because he makes them done.
Right. But I think everybody just wants to, they just want to see him.
Yes.
Want to see him play, understanding that he may never be the same again, but who knows what happens.
See, the problem with him is if he thinks he can never be the same again, he won't play. As the goats of all goats, usually, once they realize they can't be the goat anymore, they stop. They don't want to be like an also a good guy.
Yeah.
That's not good enough. Once you're at a certain level. It's like with you, when you realize that, there's nothing like that. Well, no, you have to sit, you have to stop.
Yeah. That's not.
it's like we do. It's the beauty of sports here, though, and you can love Tiger, and hate him, and you can love Coach K and hate him.
Yeah.
We have the possibility of Coach K going out on top and Tiger winning a Masters in a 6-day span.
Oh, you think Jim Nance is a little excited?
Oh my!
Oh man! So that's the other thing is I understand the mindset of, hey, if I can't be the greatest, golfer in the world or whatever sport it is, then you can step away. But he is also faced with a challenge that nobody else in his position has been faced with.
Yeah.
And to be able to overcome that could also be one of the greatest of all time moments.
To come back again, this time from a different situation than when he came back the first time.
Yeah.
And to be able to, I'm not going to say win, but play really well on that course. Now, I'm told you don't know, and I'll find out until you're actually there, how hilly it is.
Walking it,
Yeah, I mean, with a leg that was almost amputated.
Yeah.
There's no carts, for the PGA Tour.
Right. And it would be awesome to see him.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what was awesome last night. If there's any doubt that if the Pistons or the Red Wings, but if the Pistons ever got really, really good, which neither team has been since they moved into Little Caesars Arena, the place could be electric. Last night was, I think they listed it as 20,000. It was pretty damn close. The upper deck was packed. I know spring break, a lot of kids, who cares? The place was packed, and they did in the fourth quarter against normally a pretty good team, although I have major doubts about that team. But still.
Team they can't finish out?
Yeah. James Harden, he's so hard. I hate watching him play. Anyway, he didn't play very well last night. The Pistons win 102-94. And to see it, I haven't been to a lot of games this year. I haven't been fourth game. To see Kate Cunningham in person again.
Yeah.
He is just so smart. I don't
When
want
was
to.
the last one you were at? How long has it been?
It's been a couple of months.
Okay, so compare Cade from the last time you saw him in person.
He just looks so much more comfortable.
Yeah.
He's in control.
Control of the team that's on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, 27 points, 6 assists, four steals. He was 12 for 20 from the field. He didn't make a three. have a great fourth quarter what the rest of the team did. I mean, Isaiah Livers had a good game. Sadiq Bey had 20 points. The Pistons bench outscored Philly's bench, and this is what look. James Harden is a terrific player. This is what that's why I didn't love the trade, because they gave up Seth Curry, even Andre Drummond in the trade. Their depth. The Philly bench was outscored by the Pistons bench last night, 39-8.
Yeah.
The bench in the fourth quarter, when the Pistons took over the game, scored 16 points. Philly, the whole team, scored 15 points. Now Embiid had his 37. He's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, but man, it was just, the joint was jumping. It was just a lot of fun, and you get to see glimpses of what this team could look
be.
like. And
Yep.
it was cool as hell. And Isaiah Livers, he missed 4 games, and the defense. He was guarding Embiid at times. He hit a big shot. Pretty damn good ball player.
Well, you mentioned the bench. Everybody, when you talk about the plus minus, everybody coming off the bench was in the plus.
The only person with a minus on the team, I think, was Cade, actually.
Well, no, there was actually there was only one starter. Sadiq Bey was the only starter that was a plus 5. Everybody else was minus 6 digits, right?
Yeah.
Cade was a minus 1.
Yeah.
But the point is, coming off the bench, Kelly Olynyk obviously put in 12 points. You mentioned Isaiah Livers, 9 points, and both those guys 21 minutes. That's important.
Yes.
When you can get quality minutes, and they're not minutes that cost you.
No.
Right? And it's 9 points. You can say whatever. Okay, it's a nice contribution, but he didn't cost them anything while he was on the floor.
Yeah, and the fact that their leading scorer, Jeremy Grant's not playing. He's done for the year. Bagley got hurt during the game last night. He went up for a dunk and got taken down. And I don't think he's going to play tonight in the crucial game, against Oklahoma City, because what the Wind did last night, I'm at the point now, because the worst they'll probably do is 4th. I mean, there's an outside shot they could come in 5th if they went out, and I don't think they're going to do that, but it's 1 percentage point difference basically if they come in 4th or in the top 3. I want them to be in the top 3, obviously, but
1.5%.
it's like I'm not gonna. I can't lose any energy sitting there rooting for them to lose anyway. You just hope the other teams can win games.
Yeah.
So they play Oklahoma City tonight. Right now, it's a huge game. Right now, the Pistons are 1 game ahead of Houston and Orlando, and a game and a half behind Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's basically shut it down. Gilgeous Alexander isn't playing. Dort's not playing. So we'll see what happens.
You can look at this any way you want. If they lose tonight, they've got a better chance to get the number 1 pick.
Correct.
So it is kind of a big game. I know we make fun of it and stuff, but
yes,
you're just improving your draft position, because it'll be hard to finish behind Oklahoma City if they lose tonight.
correct.
Yeah.
Stoney, we've worked together a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Can I throw a curveball here?
Sure.
Something that is not on the rundown, something we didn't discuss before the show, but something I just saw.
Okay.
Maybe it came out earlier yesterday and I just missed it. Do you see who made the NBA Hall of Fame? Or just the Basketball Hall of Fame?
I saw that Swin Cash,
Yeah, who cares? She deserves it.
Detroit Shock. I think Tim Hardaway is going to make it.
Yes, George Karl.
Yeah.
Okay, as a coach, obviously, right?
Yeah. And
Tim Hardaway?
yes, and look, it's easier to get in this Hall of Fame than others. Tim
Yes.
Hardaway.
But what I don't like about the Basketball Hall of Fame is you never know who votes. You never know the results.
Yeah.
It's like clandestine.
Didn't I see Manu Ginobili?
Ding,
Yes.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Okay. He was a good player.
Really good player.
A 6th Man of the Year winner. A 2-time All-Star. But let me give you somebody else that played in the same era. Ginobili averaged 13.3 points per game. That might be the lowest in the
And
Hall.
he's on a Hall of Fame.
Okay, this guy, similar amount of games played, averaged 17.1 points per game, similar in rebounds and assists, a little better free throw shooting percentage, similar field goal percentage. 3-time All-Star, Ginobili was a 2. This guy also won a national championship in college. His name is?
Jerry. Give me a hint.
Local.
Not McKean.
No, I I misled you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Who?
Richard Hamilton.
Well, you know what's funny you say that, Gov? You might remember when everybody was kind of bitching for a while. Now, Ben got in, but it was, Ben, Chauncey, and I think, Ripper at the same time where they were up for it. And everybody said, well, Chauncey's next. Chauncey. I thought Rip should get in ahead of Chauncey because the Basketball Hall of Fame combines college and pro.
Yeah.
I think that's the one here. That's the trigger here.
Yes,
is
because
that
he was
first off,
MLP.
Richard Hamilton was a better basketball player than Ginobili.
Absolutely.
Just can we? Is that fact?
I think it's a fact.
I don't think it's close.
Well, I think it's close. Here's the other thing with Ginobili. Do you figure in, I don't know exactly how long he played, in Spain. I know, obviously.
3 years.
3 years. I don't,
Argentina.
Right. Well, he's from Argentina, but I know he played in Spain.
Well, he did win the gold, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we should give him that.
Yeah.
That's something he's got.
Yeah. Well, so what do you value more, gold or a national championship?
Well, and Richard Hamilton only won one NBA title versus Ginobili.
Yeah, but he won an NCAA title.
Exactly. My point here is, if Manu Ginobili's in the Hall of Fame, shouldn't Richard Hamilton be? And I don't think people are going to be completely bent out of shape out of this, but it rose my eyebrow when I just saw the headline and I actually looked into it, and I just don't get it.
No, to me, is Tony Parker in the Hall of Fame? He had a better career than Ginobili, didn't he? I don't think Tony Parker is.
Has he been out of the game long enough? Do you have to be out?
I don't know. The basketball rules are so crazy. Do you think Parker is better all around than Ginobili?
Yes.
Yeah. Plus, he went out with Eva Longoria.
I was going to say, yeah. Were they married?
I don't know. I don't know. I do know. I
contemplate all the tough questions, don't we?
I interviewed her on the court in San Antonio after the Spurs beat the Pistons in Game 7 that year. I do know that.
What were the questions you asked her?
I don't know.
No?
She was from that area, I think.
Right.
All right. Our telephone number is 248-539-9797. Coming up on the program next, we'll get more into the Pistons a little bit. I'm, a little excited because the atmosphere last night was really good. And also, a former NFL player, really good player, admitted something that probably knew all along, but this is bizarre. 97-1, the ticket. Hey, I want to tell you about the D Las Vegas. The D is the greatest place to